Hey guys, my name is Anuradha. Welcome to our channel GK Guidance and Knowledge. Happy morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about rehabilitation and major projects impact on environment. Our today's question is rehabilitation of human settlements is one of the important environmental impact which always attract controversies while planning major projects. We have to discuss the measures suggested for mitigation of this impact while proposing major projects. Questions demand is we need to discuss the impacts of rehabilitation and then major projects on environment and then discuss about measures suggested. Let's start. Our significances. It can be asked in GS paper 3 under environment and ecology and concept of ecology and government policies and interventions. Our introduction would be India is a biodiverse country which include rivers, land, ocean. With increase in population, the demand among humans has it becomes a growing concern for environment. Rehabilitation is one of the major challenge while planning the major projects. Such projects have caused displacement of 40% of tribal through they constitute only 8% on total Indian population. For example, Tihri Dam Sardar Sarovar project. To tackle this, government adopt national rehabilitation and resettlement policy to minimize displacement. Reason behind rehabilitation: natural disasters like earthquakes, cyclones, tsunamis, volcano eruptions, prolonged droughts, conditions then flood, hurricanes, etc. Man-made disasters like industrial accidents, for example, Bhopal gas tragedy, nuclear accident, current disaster in Japan, oil spills, Exxon Valdez oil spill, toxic contamination of sites, etc. In search of better employment opportunities, development projects like construction of dams, irrigation canals, reservoirs, etc. Infrastructural projects like flyovers, bridges, roads, etc. Then transportation activities like road, highway, canal, etc. Energy related projects like power plants, oil exploitation, mining activities, pipelines like HBJ, pipeline, etc. Agriculture projects and projects related with the conservation of wildlife like natural parks, sanctuaries and biospheres reserves. Then issues and concerns: little or no support and compensation for the land lost is often not paid and it is delayed, or even if paid it's too small both in monetary terms and social changes forced on them by these mega development projects. Then loss of livelihood, lack of facilities, increase in stress and other health problems, then loss of identity tribal peoples. Then impacts on environment: damages natural and non-living environment, destruction in topography and physical features, then damage on landscape, then erosion, loss of production, soil slope failure, then soil and water bodies contamination, disruptions of surface water runoff system, spread of dust, debris, water in air and water. Then natural living environment, forest destruction, habitat in intrusion, ecological destabilization, contamination of flora and fauna, transmission of diseases, then disturbance to agriculture and horticulture, disturbance to economic activities, disturbance to human settlements, adverse effect on human health. Then these are human and social environment. Then measures need to be taken: social impact assessment to be carried out rigorously and understand the impact of major projects. Then empowering the Gram Sabha to take the final call so as to realize the will of the people. Adequate rehabilitation and resettlement should be provided to PDP. What is PDP? Personal Development Plan. Alternative livelihood opportunities by skill development, skill training as well as employment should be arranged for. Disruption of traditional vocations have often condemned the PDP to poverty and made them daily wage workers. Setting up mechanism for integrated holistic development. Proper study need to be conducted before implementation of projects. Need to give more importance to environment in these projects. Less construction activities in hilly area. In sustainable infrastructure like developing resilient and sustainable cities. More emphasis on modern technologies to promote solar energy, e-vehicles, green building and afforestation needed. Circular economy, that is 6R strategy, need to develop the eco-friendly environment. These 6R are reduce, recover, recycle, reuse, redesign and remanufacturing. Then our conclusion would be government should avoid a growth at any cost attitude and look at the real impact of project would have on empowering the common man. The talisman given by the father of the nation, Gandhi, can be better guiding star for inclusive development. It helps us to achieve Sustainable Development Goal 13, which is climate action. So this is it for today. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.